Gotta make that money. Spend that shit. Can't take it with you.
Make that money, make that money, make that money fast. Spend that money, spend that money, spend that money fast. Make it back and double it and do that shit again. And show them hating niggas how your money never ends. I get money on the low, that's my niggas on the foe. Hustle hard like LeBron when I'm shoveling the snow. Aaron Rodgers with the bricks, bitch, I'm going to the bowl. Got my pockets on Freddy, yeah, bitch, I'm looking swole. On this paper chase running, I ain't stopping till I'm dead. If you get in my way, then we got...
What a way to end the week on that Monday night game of the week, you feel me? I'm finna get our game picks for the day. Alright, by the way, look at the bottom. Alright. My overall record is 11-4, and that was my record last week. And that's how I'm gonna do it, people. I know it's only week 1, so I'll tell you my overall and my last week record, alright? The Bucks had paid the Panthers, so I had picked the Panthers. I'm gonna be honest with myself. So that's a loss on my end. Alright. This week we got a lot of West Coast teams playing at 1. So some of these games could get tricky, you know, so we'll see. At 1 p.m. we got the Cardinals playing the Ravens. The Cardinals going to the Ravens. The Ravens had a good showing, scored 59 points on my sorry ass Dolphins. We are tanking, people. That what tanking look like. My bad, I forgot to put the football in the back. That what tanking look like, by the way. Don't mind the noise, man. I'm not in the real studio yet, people. So bear with me. I am in the projects, alright? You know, it's project media talk, you feel me? Y'all know how I do, alright? So the Cardinals are going to the Ravens. Like I told y'all, the Ravens beat up on my Dolphins, you know. I knew they were going to be a pretty good team. I didn't think that good. But the Cardinals is a West Coast team coming over 1 p.m. Not sure what I'm going to see from the Cardinals. The Ravens still have a good defense. So I'm going to take the Ravens to win that game at 1 p.m. Alright. At 1 p.m. today, also the Chargers will play the Lions. The Chargers will go to the Lions to play at 1 p.m. Like I said, there's a lot of West Coast teams playing at 1 p.m. today. So I would definitely take the Chargers. I'm a big fan of the Chargers. I love Phillip Rivers. The Lions, I just think they might not have enough today. And if the Chargers do lose, it's because, you know, basically it's a 1 p.m. game. But like I said, there's a lot of West Coast teams playing at 1. I think some of the West Coast teams, you know, are getting used to that, all right? Next, we have the Colts going into Tennessee to play the Titans, all right? Yeah, I know Andrew Luck retired, you know. I think they lost by 1 against the Chargers last week. The Titans looked pretty good against the Browns. Boy, was I wrong about that and the whole world. You feel me? Like Delaney Walker said, man, we are who they thought they were. You still got to play football. So I'm definitely taking the Titans to beat the Colts. All right. You know, the Titans defense is pretty good. They had a few pick sixes and stuff like that. Next, at 1 p.m., the 49ers will go into Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I really do like Jimmy Garoppolo. He's been doing this thing. I don't know what to expect from the Bengals, so I will take the 49ers to beat the Bengals. Alright. Next, we got the Jaguars going into Houston to play the Texans. Alright. We do have an injury with Nick Foles. Alright. He messed up his shoulder, his clavicle, to be medically termed. Alright. The Texans are pretty good on offense. The Jaguars defense is pretty good. Jalen Ramsey is my favorite corner. Then I would have loved to watch that matchup with him and DeAndre Hopkins. But I am going to take the Texans over the Jaguars. Alright. Next is the Vikings at the Packers. You know, Aaron Rodgers at home. The Vikings had a pretty good showing. It is rumored to see that the Packers do got some type of defense. I don't know if the Bears played horrible because it was week 1. But I'm definitely taking Aaron Rodgers. I always believe in Aaron Rodgers on the field. That's the better team just by him. You feel me? So I'm definitely taking the Packers to beat the Vikings. Next at 1 p.m. is the Cowboys at the Redskins. Alright, the Cowboys had a great showing last week. You know, going up and down the field, even though it was the New York Giants. But I don't think the Redskins is that good. There's nothing about the Redskins that made me go, wow. Maybe if they started their rookie quarterback, but even if they did, you know, not sure about that. So I'm definitely taking the Cowboys to beat them. And I am a Cowboys fan, by the way. But to get my game picks and, you know, to make that ticket, I have no favorites, you feel me? You use my brain, you feel me? Next, we have the Seahawks going into the Steelers at 1 p.m. Seahawks is a pretty good football team. They just got David and Connie a few weeks ago. Russell Wilson. The Steelers looked discombobulated last week. Just the Patriots ain't even show up. We're playing football, Steelers, so wake up. So once again, I'm taking another West Coast team. I am taking the Seahawks to beat the Steelers on the road at 1 p.m. All right. Next at 1 p.m. is the Bills versus the Giants. All right. The Giants, you know, they got Saquon in the backfield. The Bills did look good showing. I think they got better quarterback play at the Bills. The Bills beat the Jets by 1 point. Shocking. I thought the Jets would beat them. So I'm edging with the Bills to beat the Giants. Oh, man. Yeah, I get sad when I get to this game. The Patriots just added Antonio Brown. Today I will be playing my Miami Dolphins, man. I know that line is crazy. They probably favored by 18, 20 points. But if I was y'all, always take, you know, 10 points around the 10 point, you know, 13 point area, because, you know, one thing with blowouts, one late touchdown mess up everything. So I am taking the Patriots to beat the Dolphins. Unfortunately, like I said, nobody will hold me from my record, even my own team. Alright. Next, at 4:05, we got the Chiefs going into Oakland to play the Raiders. Alright. I don't know if the Broncos is that good or if the Raiders is that good. I know the Chiefs is that good now, and I really believe in Pat Mahomes. So I'm definitely taking the Chiefs to come out with the victory over the Raiders. Alright. Next, and this will be on Nationwide TV today. Well, in my area in Miami, Florida, the Saints versus the Rams, the Super Bowl, the NFC no call pass interference rematch. I done took the Saints the past 2 years. I really want to take the Saints this year, but I'm very scared. But I do love Alvin Kamara and Drew Brees. NFL, y'all owe Drew Brees more than one MVP. How many times he threw 5 stats, man? Come on, man. Y'all get y'all mind right. One of the best quarterbacks ever. So I'm definitely taking the Saints to get their revenge against the Rams. Alright. Okay. Next is the Bears at the Broncos today at 4:25. Alright. The Bears got a great defense. Alright. Will Mitchell Trubisky play like that again? I don't know. Alright. The Broncos defense really ain't do nothing last week. We'll see this week, because, you know, they're very good on them ends, you feel me? And speaking about defensive end, Khalil Mack, you know, I think he's going to do this thing. So I'm definitely taking the Bears over the Broncos. Next, we got the Eagles going into the Falcons on Sunday Night Football. I love watching the illustration of, what's his name? What's the guy name? Chris Collinsworth. Yeah. He become one of the best in the game, you know. I always used to love Gruden, but now he just took over. Alright, I'm definitely taking the Eagles to beat the Falcons. Carson Wentz and the boys. Y'all seen what Deshaun Jackson did with them 2 touchdowns. The Falcons, I don't know what to expect. You know, I need to throw my dog Julio the ball more. And the defense, they was all hurt last season. Alright. And maybe the hardest game of the week to pick for me. On Monday Night Football, the Browns will go to play the Jets. Alright. They both started 0-1 after having big expectations. Alright, their season is still early. Sam Darnold won't be playing in this game. I heard Le'Veon is not playing. I heard CJ is not playing. So this is a game for the Browns to win. And I believe they will win this game. You know, like I said, the Jets don't have enough right now. So I'm definitely taking the Browns to beat the Jets. And that's my game picks for the week, people. Alright, so y'all stay tuned in to Football Heaven 360. You feel me? Alright. Next week I'm gonna start adding some different stuff. I'm gonna add fantasy football, even though I really don't give a fuck about fantasy football. And also I'm gonna add the betting line and everything else. So I will have a lot of stats going on. Also, I'm gonna add next generation stats when I go over the stats also. Alright, so y'all stay tuned. Listen to the hot tracks from Snack, you feel me? Aaron Rodgers with the brick. We going to the pole. Alright. And don't try baby rock, man. Y'all don't want me on that field, you feel me? So stay tuned. Football Heaven 360. We out this piece. Slam. Oh, maybe rock. Deuces.